Hello and thank you for joining me today. In today's video, I'm sharing all the pieces I picked up in my Dubai trip last month. I spent 2 weeks with my husband, had a wonderful time. It was hot. We shopped, we ate, we drank, we enjoyed ourselves. And yes, we had plenty of retail therapy. So I will share those pieces with you and let's get started. For clothing, I didn't go crazy. I only picked up a couple of pieces. For the most part, I brought 3 suitcases full of stuff. Most of it was mine, a little bit of it was my husband's, but I definitely brought plenty of items and I had a lot to wear. But as far as the pieces I did pick up, I did a small linen shopping vlog, which you might have already seen on the channel. If not, I'll link it below. The first thing I did actually grab was this 2-piece set from Massimo Dutti, and it's this gorgeous chocolate set. This is a sleeveless top, 100% linen, and it matches beautifully. They're not exactly 100% matches, but they're very close, with these beautiful wide-legged palazzo pants. These are elasticated, have a drawstring, and I love how this set goes together. I've already worn this at least half a dozen times. I'm loving it for the summer. It is timeless, it's classic, fits beautifully, it's comfortable as can be. A very, very worthwhile purchase because I'm already getting tons of use out of it. I also spent a little bit of time in Zara, which you would have seen on that video as well. The Zara in Dubai Mall was absolutely beautiful. The biggest I've ever seen. Spacious, there was room to move around, clean, organized, the dressing rooms were neat. I would shop there any time of day. Here in the States, I just stick to shopping online because it is much more calmer that way. The Zaras I find in the malls here just give me a headache and I don't like dealing with it. But of all the beautiful things I tried in Zara, I did end up picking up only these shorts. Now I love these shorts so much. These are giving me Zimmermann vibes, if you can see, with this gorgeous scalloped edge here. They're 100% cotton, high-waisted, very fitted. This beautiful embroidery here is just giving me Mediterranean vibes, very, very beachy and very, very Grecian. Unfortunately, they're already sold out. They also came in a white on white with the same pattern. I believe those are also sold out, but if you do have a Zara near you, I would say take a chance and go in there and see if they have them in store, because that's where I found mine. And I believe they were already sold out online when I picked them up. So these are gorgeous and highly recommend them if you can get your hands on them. This time around in Dubai, we did a little bit more of relaxing, enjoying a time off, and just being a little more leisurely and just lounging around, enjoying ourselves. We didn't do that much sightseeing. However, on our first trip last year, we did miss out going into Abu Dhabi and experiencing the mosque. And at the end of our trip last year, we kind of felt like we had missed out on that special moment. So this year, we made sure to add it to our itinerary. It was one of the few and possibly the only travel touristy things that we did, but it was well worth it because it was an absolutely magnificent experience. Beautiful, beautiful mosque. You do need to wear the abaya and have a head covering, but women do need to be fully covered. Not your face, but just your hair and a full covering head to toe. For that reason, I splurged on purchasing a beautiful abaya, and this one was picked up at the Dubai Mall from this brand called right here. This is the HB brand, if I can pronounce it correctly. It is called Habayeb. I'm not quite sure how to say that. Had tons and tons of options to look for, everything from something very inexpensive and simple, kind of like the one that I picked up, to ones that were elaborately decorated and absolutely divine. But I wanted to keep it simple. This was still rather costly, but it is a gorgeous navy abaya, and it has some white trimming here in the front of it. It also came with a matching scarf, also with a little bit of a white trim here. This was absolutely beautiful. It cost about $225 US. Funny thing, when we arrived at the Grand Mosque in Abu Dhabi, you actually have to go through a mall in order to get into the escalator to go up into the mosque. And through the mall, of course, everyone was offering abayas for a very, very cheap price. In fact, fact, some of them were as low as $45. So I was kind of feeling like, oh, should I have not spent this much money on this, considering this may be the one and only time I ever wear it. But then I saw a lot of the girls wearing the cheaper ones, and I felt like they looked really cheap. They almost felt like they looked like a Halloween costume, and I did not want to have that vibe. So I am so glad that I spent the money on this. I do hope that I can wear it in a future occasion. Brett suggests that I continue wearing it, perhaps maybe as a beach cover-up, which I could maybe do that. It would be a very elegant and beautiful beach cover-up. So I can maybe possibly do that, but I will hopefully get some other use out of this in the future. But it was really beautiful and a wonderful experience. If you ever have the pleasure of going to Dubai, I suggest hopping over to Abu Dhabi and checking out the Grand Mosque. And speaking of Abu Dhabi, we also checked out the Louvre, which was another attraction in Abu Dhabi. But of course, we had to stop at the Abu Dhabi Mall, and it was absolutely beautiful. I did a little bit of shopping there. I stopped by the Fendi store. Now, one of the days when I was shopping in the Dubai Mall, I had come across Fendi and saw this item, but unfortunately they did not have it in my size. I was really hung up on getting my hands on it. I had to check out this location too, and they did have it. Tried it on and loved it, and let's show you what I grabbed. It comes in a nice little dust bag, and also in this little packet here. Can you guess what it is? It is the Fendi one-piece bathing suit, and I am so in love with this. The purpose of buying this as a one-piece was because I wanted to not only just wear it as a one-piece and enjoy it at the pool, but also to wear it as a bodysuit and wear it with a pair of trousers or a skirt and just have this top element showing as a bodysuit. I thought that is so cool. It's something I've been wanting to do for a very, very long time. I picked it up in the size 42, which is my usual size in Italian, I believe. I would kind of wish that I went up one size. I wish I had asked to try it. It fit me in the store, but the actual time I went to wear it, which is one time we went out to dinner, I was kind of feeling like it was feeling a little tight on me, but I'm sure it will stretch out a little bit over time and feel a little more comfortable. I mean, it looks great, but I'm thinking maybe I should have just taken an extra second and tried one size up. Classic, one piece, can't go wrong with this, and yeah, I'm super excited about it. And since we're on the subject of bathing suits, not to give this fully away, but I also picked up a little something at Versace. Actually, when I shopped at the Dubai Mall looking for the Fendi suit and it was too small, I was a little heartbroken and felt like, oh, I needed something to make up for it. So we ended up going into Louis Vuitton looking for one, into Dior, basically all the shops looking for a swimsuit, and nobody had them. And then I found this one in Versace. And again, the same concept. I wanted to get a one piece that I could wear to the pool, to the beach, or out as a bodysuit top. And I came across this one, and I thought this was so cool. It is a crisscross back with a, is it a halter? No, it's kind of strappy like this with a crisscross back. And it has this nice little cutout here just under the chest. And then you can see that it has this banding here with the Medusa in the middle, and it's really, really lovely. It sits high up just under the chest. So if you're wearing a pair of high-waisted pants, you can still see the beautiful Greek key. I did try on another one that did not have this cutout here, and it had the Greek keys a little lower, which would have been covered when you're wearing a pair of bottoms. So it wasn't meeting the purpose that I wanted this for. However, I did try putting this on with a skirt to go out to dinner one night in Dubai, and I kind of felt a little too much like it felt like a bathing suit with a skirt over it, as opposed to the Fendi feels more like a bodysuit. I'll have to play around with it. Maybe it just wasn't paired with the right skirt. The bottom here is definitely fuller than the Fendi one, and it is also high cut, and I think this one fits a little more comfortably than the Fendi one. I picked it up in a size 2, which I guess is their version of medium. I love it. It's beautiful. a nice little splurge item, but something that I can have for a very long time and always enjoy. I'm not really going in any chronological order because actually this Hermes item here is the first thing I bought. We were staying at the address downtown. We were just seconds away from the Dubai Mall, so of course we spent plenty of time there. One thing I had my heart set on was purchasing this on vacation because I've wanted this for a very long time. I have a dupe version of this and always knew that I wanted to one day upgrade into the real thing. So here we go. Now, funny story about this, the store was really busy. I mean, this was like a Tuesday or Wednesday night or something, I forget. It was super, super busy. We had to put our name down to get called by a sales associate to come help us. They said it was going to take about 20 to 30 minutes. So we left. They said that we could leave because they would just call us. We left and just walked around and did some other shopping and just browsing around, and came back about 30 minutes, asked if our name was called yet, and they said no, it had not been. We're about 6th down on the queue, so hang around and they'll call us. Then we check again and they said that they did try calling us and that we didn't pick up. And I'm like, they said hang around a little bit longer. And then I went back a third time to them, maybe about 15 minutes later. And I said, look, can somebody please help us? We've been waiting for at least an hour now, over an hour, maybe an hour and a half at this point. And she said, wait right here, I'll grab somebody for you. And within seconds, somebody came to assist us. Of course, the look on her face did not seem too pleased when I just said I wanted to look at a pair of sandals. I mean, come on. Felt a little kind of snooty, if I can say. I don't know. I mean, I was just a little turned off by it. But in any case, I tried several pairs on and I landed on this one here. So these are the tan Oran sandals. And you can see I've already been wearing them. I don't know the exact name. I'll find it if I can and put it on screen, but these are the classic Oran sandals and I'm really, really loving them. I've already worn them a handful of times. I do have to say, I feel like the leather on them has a little bit of puckering, like you can see here. Can you see that puckering there? And puckering here. And I feel like it was like that even on day one. Not from me wearing them, but it was like that when I bought them. And then my sister called out to me because she saw them and she called out to me some couple of imperfections on them. I don't know if you can see it, but it has like a little divot there, like it was like cut out of the, can you see it there? I don't know if that's normal. Like a chunk was kind of taken out of it or something. I don't know. I mean, I feel like for the $800 or something that I spent on this one too has the puckering here, you can see. Let me know if on your Oran sandals, if this is something normal, it's just part of the leather. For me, I kind of felt like, oh, maybe I should have inspected them better or taken them back immediately as soon as I recognized that. I don't know, but I feel like a little gypped by it. I feel like this should be a little bit better quality than this. It seemed to be a little hard to wear because this area here falls perfectly on my bunion. If I wear them too long, I'm afraid I might get a blister, but I guess it just means I have to wear them in a little bit more. But they're great and I'm happy I bought them. They're a nice little memento of my trip. I mean, I like them enough. I'll probably in the future get them in other colors. I really like them, but next time I will inspect them a little bit better. Something we did on our first trip to Dubai that we were dying to do again on our second trip, and that was going to the old town and going into the Gold Souk for a little bit of gold shopping. And this time, rather than taking a cab into town, we actually took the train, and that was a great experience. I enjoyed that very much. It's a nice, clean train. Although it was really packed when we went because it was kind of during rush hour, we still felt it was a really nice experience. And then we ended up taking the boat back into another part of town where we could take the train. Did we take the train? No, we took a cab. We took a cab back to our hotel. I went back to the same store that I bought my gold at last year because we had such a wonderful experience. It's called Cannes. They have multiple locations in the Gold Souk. I was on the hunt for another bangle bracelet and I came across this one. It's 22 karat gold. It's really solid and very thick and it is really beautiful. It has this gorgeous diamond cut detail. It almost looks like it's covered in diamonds, but It is just the way the gold is cut, and it is absolutely exquisite. It's really, really heavy duty. It's got a lot of weight to it, and it's nice and big, and it fits beautifully on my arm. It is gorgeous, gorgeous arm candy, and I love it so much. Such a beautiful treat, a good investment because it's gold and it's going to last forever. It's only going to go up in price. Super happy with it. It's absolutely stunning. Yay! On the last leg of our trip, we stayed at the one and only Royal Mirage, but before checking into there, we ended up going for a little quick trip over to the Royal Atlantis, and we did a little bit of high tea in their front lounge reception area, which was exquisite, divine. Loved it so much. But before we sat down for our tea, we did a little bit of shopping because they have a Louis Vuitton store right there inside the hotel. So I popped in there and picked up a little pair of sunglasses. These caught my eye immediately. I always love a gorgeous pair of oversized sunglasses, and these are really, really beautiful. I knew it the second I tried them on. I was like, I need to have these because these are beautiful. Let's open this up. Okay. I have not even pulled these out yet because I guess I've been saving them for you. Here they are. They have beautiful little logo detail here with the Louis Vuitton little icons. And now the lights are kind of reflecting off of it, but they are not exactly fully dark. They have a little bit of a tint to them, but are they looking like, can you see my eyes through it? They are looking pretty dark when I put them on, but they are absolutely beautiful. I love this big shape. I love how they cover my brows. They're just big, bold, make a statement. Not too much because I think these little icons here are kind of understated, so it's not very loud. But I love how they look. I think they are perfect, and I will be enjoying these for many, many years. Hopefully. I have just one more thing to share with you, and that is this little something from Dior that I picked up in Doha. We went from Dubai to Doha with an 8-hour layover before heading off into LA. That was a lot of time to kill, so we ended up shopping just a little bit. This is the only thing I picked up, but it was in the duty-free shop. Before I show it to you, I want you to take a quick second and please give this video a big thumbs up. Let YouTube know that you enjoyed it. Let me know that you enjoyed it. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. This channel is all about chic, feminine, and sophisticated fashion, and I throw a lot of other things in there too. So I would love for you to join me and be part of this community. It's growing a little slowly, but sure enough, it is growing, and I want you to be here and share it with me. And now let's take a look at what I got. It's funny because the Doha terminal is so huge. There was actually 2 Diors in the entire terminal, and they were 24 hours, and we shopped this at like 1:30 in the morning. We went to one location. They didn't have my size. They looked it up and found that the other location has it. So we just took a little shuttle over to the other side of the terminal and picked these up. So these are called the Plan de Paris. It is their iconic sandals, and oh my gosh, I love these so much. I've been coveting these for a very long time because as simple as your outfit could be, you throw these on and it just completely elevates the look of them. They do have dupes of these out there, like Steve Madden has ones that say Paris on them. These are something special, and they are iconic Christian Dior. I have them in the black and white pattern, and this one has specifically the map of Paris on it, as you can see. I mean, it's covered by my feet, but still, I think it's really cool. I've not yet worn these. This is the first time I'm taking them out of the box, of course, because of reasons I don't want to get into here, but I haven't really been home to enjoy them. I have to admit these are far more comfortable than the Hermes, at least from trying them on in the store. And I'm pretty sure they're going to be comfortable in my day-to-day as well. I'm going to be enjoying these greatly, and it was a wonderful way to end off the trip. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Again, please remember to like and subscribe if you haven't yet already. I'll see you very soon in the next video. Please take care of yourself, and I'll see you soon. Bye.